Welcome to Getting Started. It's the first in a series of 4 live instructional webinars designed to support the MemoryBook online yearbook program. Our goals this afternoon will be to introduce participants to the functions of the program associated with the beginning stages of yearbook creation. We will be reviewing logging into the program, familiarization with the welcome screen and page ladder, font selection, creating an image share account, transferring material from 2018 to the MBO account to the current 2019 account. This webinar will be approximately 20 to 30 minutes long. I might go through this kind of fast, so I wanted to show you where you can go to our company website, memorybook.com, and you can go to support and forms, go down to technical support, and you'll find webinars. And here's a list of our YouTube videos that you can watch after hours or on the weekend if we're not available here at tech support. But there's short little tutorials that'll show you different aspects of the program. Here on the home page of our memorybook.com, you can click the link that'll take us to the login screen. You can type your job number in. Your username and your password. And then there's a forget your password or forgot your password link here. That's going to send an email to your email address that we have on record in customer service. It'll walk you through resetting your password. I just wanted to remind everybody, if you have a question, go ahead and type it in the chat bar, and I will answer those at the end of our session. When you get logged in, here's our welcome screen. You have a countdown clock. You have your important deadlines. This is going to remind you when you need to get your cover in and your portraits on CD, your book submission, and your estimated delivery date. Now, if you need to adjust the book submission or the delivery date, you'll need to call customer service and have that adjusted, and that will reflect here in this area. Down here are announcements. If we're running any updates on the program and maybe it's down for maintenance, we'll have an announcement down here. Or if we see we are having a lot of questions about a particular problem, we'll send out an announcement here, maybe that you can address that problem, or what we have done to address the problem. And here is your page status. This tells you how many are not started, how many are in progress, complete, and submitted. I've got 94 pages that aren't started. I have 6 in progress, and I have 0 completed or submitted. Now, when you get down to the end, your goal will be, of course, to have all of your pages submitted. But this might be a place to go for a quick glance on what you need to work on. And then tag these photos. As you upload your activity images, you can tag your activity images with names, and then if you want to include an index in your book, that's how you'll use the tagging system to actually create the index, and the program will do that for you if you have your images tagged. Okay, we'll go to the plan section. This is the area we're going to go over mostly today. Here in the toolbar, you'll have templates, fonts, ReplayIt, image share, virtual book, staff, and features. We're going to go over each of these different areas. Here under fonts, this is where you're going to go to add fonts to your program. You have 2 default fonts in your program, and so if you want to add decorative fonts or maybe something more fancy like a script, you'll go here and you'll add them. So you can click on the category, you can choose a font to preview, and if you like that font, you'll just click on the add button. It's going to add it down here in your font collection. Now, if you want to delete a font, you'll just click on it and click delete, and that'll remove it from your collection. The next tab is the ReplayIt. That is an app that you can download to your device, and you can go in and upload images. I suggest that you put a password on this so that not just anyone can go in and see all the images that are in there. If you have a password on it, just the people that you give that password to can go in and create an account and see the images in your image library. The image share, that's a separate website that you can set up, and you can have these start and ending dates, and you can give this link out to your committee or your parents or other teachers, and they can go in and they can log in and they can upload images that they've taken. This is kind of helpful if you've got an event that you can't attend, but you want other people to help submit images for the yearbook. Once you enter your dates in here, what you want to keep in mind is your turn-off date. If you've got it set for after the first of the year, you want to make sure that that says 2019. But once you click the Enable Site and Save, you're going to get this text down here that you can highlight, and you can put it in an email, or you can put it in a Word document to send out to everyone. And then those images that get uploaded, you will find those in the number 2 photo section. And they will be in this first folder, Inbox ReplayIt. But that's where the ReplayIt and the inbox or the image share images go. Your virtual book is just like you would be thumbing through your book. I was testing some backgrounds on those pages. Let's go back to the plan. Now, another feature that you might be interested in is creating users, different users for your account, so that you can assign pages to different people on the committee or your students. You'll go here to the staff, and you'll click Add Staff, and you'll fill in their first name and last name. And you can't, if you're using advisor or staff for the username, you'll have to put a number with it, but you can make that anything you want. And the role would be staff or advisor or editor. An editor has a few more privileges than the staff, but to have access to the whole program, you want to use an advisor role. But if you want limited access, then you'll want to create staff. So once you've created those extra users, you can go back to your plan, and you can actually assign pages to people, to the users that you've created. So now when this person logs in, they'll be able to see all of the pages, but they'll only be able to work on the 2 pages that they've got assigned to them. Now, if the pages are in unassigned staff, they will be able to work on those pages. So if you want to limit the pages that they can work on, you'll need to assign the pages to specific people. The other areas here in the plan, the print, if you click on the print button, it's going to create a PDF of all of your pages, and you can print that. You'll save that to your computer, and then you can print that PDF from your computer. Here under Actions you can check the check all button. If you'll notice, it puts a check mark by each of these pages. And then under actions, when you're ready to complete, you could complete the whole book, or you can also just click certain pages that you want to actually complete or submit. Anytime you assign users or you're completing, you want to go up here to Save All so that it saves your changes. The display range, that just gives you an option to maybe see smaller sections of the book. And sometimes if you have a large book, when you're trying to print or create the PDF, you'll need to choose just smaller page range. Because it takes longer to do the PDF in the full size. Over here on the left, you have some filters. You can choose the different users that you've created. You can click on that, and it's going to show you the pages those pages that are assigned to that person. You can also do it by type, black and white or color, not started, in progress, completed, submitted, and all lock statuses. So if you've locked some pages and you want to see which ones are locked, you can click on the locked and it's going to bring those pages up. And the color key is right here. The red border around the pages is not started. The yellow is in progress. The green is completed and the black is submitted. Over here under Load Last Year's Descriptions and Sections, when you click on that button, if you've had anything in the section or description last year, it's going to put that same information here in this section and description in this year's book. When you load last year's page designs, it's going to put the templates on the pages like they were when you submitted your book. So if you have the majority of your book that you want to stay the same, it's probably a little bit of a time saver if you load last year's page designs. You can still go in and change any page you'd like. You just go to the page itself and change the elements on the page and update them, and it makes things a little bit quicker. Okay, transferring materials from last year. If you have templates, particular templates that you want to use from last year, you'll go to your Pages section, and over here under Designs, there's My 2018 templates. You'll find any of the templates that you saved last year when you were creating your book. So you can click and drag them over to the page. And it's the same as it was last year. It does hold the headings and any text that you typed. It removes the images though, so you can go in and replace the images. If you had any click and go templates, they'll be under My 2018 click and go templates. And you do the same, just click and drag them over to the page. If you have images that you want to bring forward from last year, you'll need your last year's login information, and you'd go to the folder that the images are in, and you would click your 2019 button here at the top of this column. And then it's going to put an arrow on the folder that you selected, and that's telling you that that's moved forward. Now when you log into this year's book, you'll go here to My 2018 Images, and you'll see the folders that you move forward, but you'll have to actually click and drag those images into an active folder. You aren't able to access any of the folders that are in the 2018 images in the Pages section when you're building your pages. I also wanted to remind you that when you have images up here in the inbox ReplayIt or the image share inbox, you'll have to actually move those down into an active folder too that you've created. You won't be able to access that folder. It's kind of just a collection folder, and then you have to move them down and sort them so you have access to them. Let me just check my notes here and make sure I've covered everything. I want to remind everyone to send in their portraits on CD or the link to us so that we can get those uploaded. Once we get them uploaded, they're going to be here in the portrait section, and you'll be able to go through and edit and move any images that are in the wrong categories. You'll need to let us know how you want them sorted. In my demo account here, I have them sorted by teacher, but if you wanted them sorted by grades, you can just request that on the form. Okay, do I have any questions? I have one question. Is the ReplayIt app available for Android users? Yes, it is. On some phones, you do need to give access to your photos on your phone. You may have to go into your settings and allow your app to access the photos on your phone. And when you download the app and you'll have to set up an individual user for yourself to go in, and you'll have to find the school, and then you'll create a username and everything, and that's how you'll access or upload the images. The image share is available for everyone. You just need to go in here and set it up. And you don't have to download any kind of software or anything to be able to use it. I have another question. The person who did the last year for our school is no longer at the school. How do I copy the templates from the yearbook from last year? If you're a returning customer, and you'll just need to go here to the plan, and you should see these two options right here. Now, if for some reason you can't see those, you can always call us here at technical support, and we can help you with that. And then what's the main difference between image share and ReplayIt? Image share is more of a private way to submit the images. Whenever a person on the committee or your helper uploads images, they can't see any of the images that have been uploaded into the program. And it's also just a separate website. The ReplayIt is actually an app, and whenever you log in and you're uploading images, you can see other images that have been uploaded in the program. And if you go here to your photo section, you'll have some folders here that have little, they'll look like this. They'll have the yellow triangle on them. And so any images that were uploaded to that folder are going to show up in the app, so everybody can see those. Do you need a password to log in? When you set up your ReplayIt, you will need a password to log in if you're the advisor and you're setting it up. Now, if you download the app, and the advisor has put a password on the ReplayIt, you will need the password to be able to go ahead and create a username for that school. Okay, I have another question. If we want to use the template organization from last year with a specific background that you offer, what is the process? You would load all your templates onto the pages, and then you would go here to the page, and you'll actually choose the backgrounds that you want to put on those pages. So you'd go to Images, and you'll go to Clip Art and Cover Themes. And anytime you see this little arrow, if you click on it, it's going to open up whatever's there. So say I had a template on this page and I want to use this background, you would just click and drag it over and make it the background. And then how do parents and teachers upload their images? Is that through Image Share? Well, you can do it through Image Share. Give them that Image Share login and the website. You would give them this information here, and they would need this username code. Or if they're going to be working on the yearbook with you, if they're part of the committee, or you feel that you could allow them to upload things, they can always you can give them the login information as a staff member, and then you could create some folders for them, or they could, and then they can actually go here and upload the images from here. You'd add files and you'd navigate to wherever those images are. So it's kind of up to the particular circumstance you have. If your school isn't listed in the ReplayIt app, you may need to give your customer rep a call or here at tech support, and we can see if it's possible to add you or make sure you're in the system that we use to access the schools. Are there any other questions? Okay, thank you for joining me this afternoon. Hopefully going over those topics will help you get off to a smooth start. Feel free to join us next time as we begin preparing portraits for the auto flow function to build your class pages. Thank you.